Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's videos, we will talk about One-Arm Sniffer, what it is, why it is used, and how it works in the real network. In my previous videos, I was jumping straight into the lab without giving much theory explanation. But in this video, I thought I would change it up a little. So I have made some quick points about what a One-Arm Sniffer is and how it works. So you can pause the video anytime and read it. So now let me explain it in the simple words. I have few points written here. So let me explain it in the few simple words. A one-arm sniffer on a FortiGate is just a firewall interface that listens to the copied traffic. Okay, so you connect it to the span port on your switch, and the FortiGate will watch all that traffic. So here the span, what is span? The span is just a port, also called a mirror port, in a special features on a network switch. In our case, it's a Cisco switch. So what it does is copy of all the traffic from one port or the multiple port or even a whole VLAN, then send that copy to another port. So in our case, so E0/1, it will send the copy of the data to the E0/0. Okay, then the copy to the another port where you can connect a monitoring devices. So the monitoring devices in our case is the FortiGate firewall. So my FortiGate firewall will collect all the data which are sent from E0/1 to E0/0. So hope you understood the span port. So next what? Next, FortiGate will watch all the traffic. It checks against the IPS and the application control. So locks any attack it finds, but it doesn't block or interfere with the flow of the data, which means so the FortiGate firewall will collect all the data which sent from E0/1 to E0/0. So it will not allow or deny or make any changes in the flow of the data. Okay, so there are some options with the security profiles where you have the application control, URL control, IPS, file control, and the antivirus. If you want, you can enable those options on the interfaces. That time what happens when the data or the traffic get triggered by the security profiles, the logs will be generated and store it on the FortiGate firewall. If you want all the session to be recorded on the FortiGate firewall, we do have that option. I'll show it on the lab. So basically what I'm trying to say in the simple words, it's just like the CCTV camera for your network. So what it does, it records and alerts, but it doesn't step into to the stop the attack. So this way your FortiGate works like an IDS appliances, giving you visibility without touching the real traffic. Okay, so now let me get into the lab. So this is the lab for the one-arm sniffer. I have not done any configuration here. So I have used one web term. It acts as a system. So one Cisco switch and the cloud to get the internet access to my web term and the Cisco switch. So I have used one FortiGate firewall and connected to my cloud 2, which is my internet router. Okay, so let me log in this one, admin, and the password is admin. Show system interface. Since I have connected to the port 1, by default DHCP client has been enabled on the port 1. I got the IP address 192.168.126.163 and HTTPS also been enabled on this port 1. Okay, so before getting into the FortiGate configuration, so the web term, now the web term is nothing but a system which we can use for the testing purpose. Okay, so here I have connected directly into the core switch. From the core switch I have connected to the cloud one. That means the web term IP address, I should get the IP address. So let me check whether I have got any IP address here. So the terminal, and version is if config 192.168.126.164. Yes, I got the IP address. Let me ping google.com. Yes, I can able to get the respond. This is okay. Now the switch configuration is very simple. Okay, So let me minimize this. So let me log into the switch. So configure terminal. I'll not go deep into the switch configuration since our focus is more on the FortiGate firewall. Okay, the host name is, you can give like the core switch. Fine. Now the configuration for the one-arm sniffer from the Cisco is monitor. I'll monitor the session, give the number to the session from 1 to 66, any number you can give. So now the monitor session 1, my source interface is this. Any traffic moving in and out from this interface, has to be logged. So what I'll say is session 1, the source interface is Ethernet 0/0 from both the side, right, in and out. So I'll write both. Okay, this is for the source interface. You should also write the command for the destination interface. Monitor session 1 destination interface is my this E0/1. Okay, see this. You need to send the copy of the data to E0/1. E0/1. Okay, and now you can see the command here, show monitor session 1, the E0/0, the both in and out, and the destination port is E0/1. The switch configuration has been done. Let me save the configuration. Okay, now let me get into the firewall. The firewall is 163. Okay, the username is admin and the password is admin, and later don't show it again. The interface, let me directly jump into the interface page. So here the is virtual wire pair. I don't want that interface, sorry. So my interface is connected. Which interface I have connected here? The port 2. Okay, the port 2, the port 2 is connected to the switch. Get into the switch. I'll give some names. One-Arm Sniffer. So this can be anything, LAN, WAN, or anything you can define here. Let me say DMZ and One-Arm Sniffer. That's it. So here the maximum capture packet is 4000. You can increase if you want. Okay, and the filters, if you want the filters, the specific IP address, if you want to need a log for the specific IP address, you can write it here, host, under host, or entire subnet also you can write. You can mention the specific services, which is maybe HTTP, HTTPS, ICMP, anything you can mention here, and the VLANs and the protocols. So include IP6. I am not using the IP6. You can also include the non-IP packet, which is ARP request or STP. It comes under non-IP packets. If you want, you can enable this option too. So I'm not enabling as of now. So the security profile, you can enable the antivirus, web filter. Since I don't have any license on this firewall, I'm just showing you to how to enable all these things. So here what happens is when the firewall receive data or any logs or any traffic from the Cisco switch, if it is matched my security profiles, so it will log the traffic. Okay, so here I have enabled all, but here logged allow traffic, I'll say all session including the security profiles. Okay, so if you enable the security events, only those events which is triggered by these security profiles will be logged in the FortiGate firewall. In my case, I required all the session, nothing much needed here. Fine. Okay, so One-Arm Sniffer, the port 2. Now let me generate the data. Okay, so this is the web term. So what I will do is, since I'll write something Facebook, it will not work here, but I just need to initiate some traffic. Okay, so I say YouTube, Reddit, and Wikipedia, everything. And also I will ping the uh, google.com. Okay, I need some traffic for the google.com icmp traffic, and some facebook.com. Okay, and some and some youtube.com. Okay, so if you look at my FortiGate firewall now, I say okay, so port 1. So I have started the capturing the data. I said okay. So now let me go back to my sniffing tool. I'll generate some more data here. I need some more data, so let it ping for some times, and ping amazon.com as well. I just need some traffic, so I just want to show you, so that's why I'm pinging all these things. Okay, so let me minimize, let me check now. Yeah, so I got some data up here, the one-arm sniffer. When you open it, the 4%. Okay, so the maximum capture packets is 4000. So now it is 4% completed. So what I will do is, do I need some more data? Let's wait for the 6% or 7%, so that I can download this data and open it on Wireshark. So this is enough. So I'll stop this one. I will download under download form, save, keep, and let me open this data. Okay, so I have used Wireshark to analyze the traffic. Here you could able to see some ICMP traffic, ICMP, and I'll say okay. So here is my ICMP traffic. The source is nothing but my web term 126.164 trying to ping this destination IP address, could be Facebook or Amazon, and the request protocol is the ICMP. You can open up the packet and look for all the information inside the packet. So this is the main use of the one-arm sniffer. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video.